Now experience Yash Raj films on high-definition quality Blu-ray discs. Only on YRF Home Entertainment.
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम हम हैं जी
Now experience Yash Raj films on high-definition quality Blu-ray discs. Only on YRF Home Entertainment.
50-50 every order every month. वेलकम टू रॉकेट सर्विस कॉर्पोरेशन। आज से हमारी कंपनी जो भी कमाएगी इसके 3 हिस्से होंगे।
अच्छा, सवेरे तक 50-50 थे, लंच तक 33 हो गए। बढ़ाने की बातें कर रहा और हिस्सा घटाते जा रहा।
पुलिस को बुला दूंगी।
Actually, I had this idea many years ago, and we wanted to make this film earlier, but it was just very one-dimensional at that time. And this whole angle of beauty and the geek that I thought was really working for the film came in later. So when I incorporated both of them together, about this guy who's in love with this unattainable girl, and then put this story that I had earlier with it, it kind of totally fit together and it worked. And that's where the idea was born and started writing that.
An impossible love story. One would never at face value think that a girl as beautiful as this and a guy as like studious and geeky and apparently so boring like this would ever actually get together.
हर किसी का यहाँ दिलकश चेहरा है कहाँ, फिर भी ये दिल से मिल सकता है. It's possible.
होने को हो सकता है. When I had the idea, I approached Jugal.
He said, "Why don't you direct it? Because I think this world of this geek who's in love with this beautiful girl and this really simple, sweet kind of film, he thought I would be able to relate to."
When we were discussing, the scenes in the script, I saw that he's in the same page as I am, so it would be a very nice thing for him to direct.
Come and catch me, okay? I'm going to look after Tanya. Okay, she'll leave.
And what? And look at her when I get up?
No, you look at the phone. Sure.
The moment we realized when this film is on is when Priyanka came on board.
The one thing I knew about Pyaar Impossible was that it was just magic as a script. And I just picked it up and I said, I'll read it tonight. And I was awake till about 4 in the morning finishing it. I just couldn't put it down. Hi, Alicia Merchant.
Abhay Sharma. He's basically you want to know what a geek is. A geek is a guy who's, basically very into just one thing that he does, and he's very far removed from the social world. He's actually inept socially. He's not very outgoing. He's not very extroverted. He's very introverted. But it doesn't mean that he's not intelligent. In fact, he's very, very intelligent. But just that he doesn't know how to interact with people, and mostly with women. I think he's just a little lost.
गर्लफ्रेंड तो है भी नहीं, कभी हुई भी नहीं.
Shut the front door! From Abhay's point of view is this girl who's, unattainable and stunning and, perfect, and she's this princess and you can't touch her and her life is lovely and fantastic, when actually she's a little bit of a Abhay herself. She always looks for love in the wrong place and she's trying to balance her life, which she can't do. Shut up!
You are Alicia. or is it that you pretend to be her? I mean, I don't know. One of the two things. It's really her. Just tell me.
She's just such a fun person to be. I think I became Alicia. I'm not always her. A part of her is, of course, me, the clumsy part, the klutzy part, the talking too much part, the funny part. I think, yeah, she's pretty much me.
That's. I was just coming to that. That's the entire.
She's me. Character. Alicia is me. It's a revelation at the moment. Can I just have a second?
Yeah, you take a second. And while she takes a second, I'm going to introduce a new product that is introduced by Apple. It's called
He is so ugly.
The character I play in this film, his name is Varun. Varun's this very charming, very elegant, confident character. He's a businessman, and being a businessman, he'd go to any lengths to getting a certain deal done.
We had to be very clear about the look of both the characters. Priyanka was supposed to look really, I mean, she is a beautiful, beautiful girl. And in the film, she's like, supposed to look in every frame like this. She's so beautiful, she's unattainable.
I was going to go with short hair in the film, and I've never had short hair. I've always had this luscious long hair. And I just want to do something dramatic with Alicia. She's really stylish and chic. So we thought we'd just go short, and so we had these look tests for the hair, more so for the hair than clothes.
So they hit upon this idea of giving Abhay braces. Because he's young, he's in college, and it will help make him look more geeky. He's supposed to look in such a way that basically no girl will give him forget a second look, they will not give him a first look. Priyanka does not even notice him, even though they're studying together. So his clothes are functional. They were never fashionable. They were like, okay, if it's going to rain, I'll wear a wind cheater. It won't be the coolest wind cheater in the world, will keep me dry.
This is my look for the film Pyaar Impossible. Because I look like this, that's why no girl can ever fall for me. I was born like this, with these spots on my face and a fake mustache. The music of the film is actually very much part of the story of the film, which in a film like this is very important.
The music, we are very, very happy with the music of the movie.
And I think Salim Sulaiman have just outdone themselves in the music.
And the songs had to be very real and very simple and very young, because this whole concept of beauty and the geek was something which was, it couldn't have had it required the simplicity of the geek, but yet the coolness of him.
And I think every song has a distinct and different flavor, and every song is a very integral part of the movie.
The song Alicia, firstly, was the first song we recorded, and it's very hummable. It's something that if you just want to hum when you're having a shower or when you're just driving in your car, it's something that will come to your lips very easily.
And I think somewhere every girl wants to sing that song and wants to believe that it's true, and which is why I had so much fun doing that song.
Priyanka for 2 songs because she sounds exactly pretty much like Priyanka. And when the song started, you can't really tell where the dialogue ends and the song starts. So
if you hear Priyanka and if you hear Anushka, they sound very similar. And Anushka actually has the attitude which was required for a character like Alicia.
We had this scene in the movie where we required a rock, but a teeny bopper rock song.
True for me to stand on stage and play that guitar and pretend to be this rock star, which I probably never would do in my life. But life mein nahi, film par hi sahi.
Tammy, when she came on stage, she took the guitar. 2 hours we were done. No?
And we were, I don't know, discussing after seeing it, yaar ye pura gaana iske upar kar rahe.
Yeah.
Well, Pyaar Impossible is a title song, and it's a beautiful sequence.
Remember? Not even a single place the camera's on sticks. It's not held. The entire song is in Steadicam.
I wanted a live band feel for the Pyaar Impossible song which we shot in Singapore. I wanted just like 2 or 3 guitars and a drum set.
Really kind of a country rock feel, on the whole song. Had a very special, brought a very special feeling to the song. I mean, it's almost like it turned into like a concert.
I didn't want a lot of heavy music or in that particular song. It was more like 2 people talking.
While we were making the song, Uday, Aditya Chopra and Jugal came up with this idea of why don't we make the song, the scene.
I used to say, ye ho gaya walk ke cut, And before telling the artist, I have to look at Jugal's face, and if he's this is working, and if he's one more, Jugal, kya hua? Ahmed, I just feel thoda good because it was a scene, yaar. Actually, I was entering a territory of the director.
It's my favorite song in the film because it encapsulated the essence of the film completely. It's not just a love song where two people are singing. It's very conversational, and at the same time, it's got an element of love in it, but in a very fresh, in a very breezy kind of way, which this film is.
All the kids listen, baby. Look at me. Look at only me. Another reach your arm, okay? One, two, three, four.
Ek Thi Ladki, as it's called in the album, is a very, very important part of the story.
I had a great time with the kids on the film, but there were times where you just wanted to be like, stop it, come on, just get this on. One would smile, the other one would start crying, the other one would have attitude.
To begin with, they didn't know English, we didn't know their language. Yeah. कभी बच्चे को रोना है, कभी हंसना है, कभी. But for me, I used to come in with a song, and song ऐसी चीज़ है बच्चे बहुत enjoy करते हैं, and genuinely every kid you play a song they enjoy a lot, but these kids didn't enjoy it. It was a task. कैसे रोती है यार?
Thought let's just go crazy. Ahmed came up with some brilliant ideas for the song, and it's quite bizarre. Of course, we've kept the characters as they are in the movie, but what's happening around is a completely fun, mad kind of video.
It's vibrant, it's got color, it's got about 46 characters.
And what I liked about the song is even though it was so bizarre, so many crazy things happening, the characters are still like the artist.
We stayed true to our characters.
The characters are stayed true. Whatever happening behind is like going crazy. Enjoy, bully him. Now we cut to Tanya. Do you remember the first time we met?
In the first couple of days when I saw about Jugal was, my script anyway has lots of notes and everything, so it's about that fat. Jugal's script was about that fat. He had his complete shot breakdown. He had complete clue and idea of exactly what he was going to do and how he was going to shoot.
The way he went on about the planning of Pyaar Impossible, right from the writing to the planning to executing everything that has to be done, has been brilliant.
He's just very positive as a person. So, you just love hanging out with him, and doing this film never really felt like work,
Hi. That was nice.
You don't feel like you're being watched with him, and as a director, that's a great quality to have because you feel that here's a friend who's behind the camera, who's got an idea of what he wants, but yet at the same time he's not imposing that idea upon you. I would have not been able to play Abhay the way I did if it wasn't for Jugal behind the camera.
When he came, it was to another level. Like he popped in like a typhoon to the outdoor in Singapore, Bangkok, made us party like mad, and then left us in this crazy kind of twister of going out and partying. And there's never a dull moment when Dino's around.
But his demeanor is again somebody who's fun-loving, enjoys life, and just has so much fun when he's on set, and he's laughing and he's joking.
He's a great guy to be with on the set because he's so much fun and he makes everything really, happy and light.
Pyaar Impossible unedited, or X-rated. Yeah. Uday's a great guy. I mean, There's no more. I'd like to add many adjectives to it, but you know, he's just a simple, great guy.
Not just as a producer, not just as a writer, not just as a co-actor, but he's turned out to be a great friend to know, and somebody who I know I can totally depend on.
She goes completely crazy after 7 o'clock.
You did too! What a liar! You also just kept laughing. In fact, one scene that we couldn't even do because you kept laughing.
No.
But
you started it.
No, I wasn't looking at you.
Yeah, but who started the first laughter?
The first one was before.
Yeah, but it's contagious. Laughter is very contagious, and you started it. I'm just not as.
It was your fault.
I'm just not as good at.
Everything is your fault.
Okay, fine.
It's his fault.
I concede.
He was a rock solid support for the movie, plus a great joy to work with.
From day one, I remember when I shot the first scene with her, I was super excited because I could just totally feel that this person is not like a star at all. She's just like one of us. She's like Jugal and me. We used to sit and discuss everything. And I mean, for the first time, I felt that the actor is not an actor. She's a part of the team.
That's the way to be.
We used to say that this is like a two-hero film. She was like, you want me to rollerblade? Yeah, I'll rollerblade. You want me to jump off this big diving board? Yeah, I'll do that. It was just like, there's nothing she could say no to.
If I wouldn't have done the film, who would you have cast?
See, now she's putting me on the spot now. I don't think I would have made the film.
Oh, you're right back. I like it. I like it.
Nice, yeah. And that was Priyanka Chopra.
मैं कब से तुम्हारा इंतजार कर रही थी and now you're here.
इंतजार? मेरा?
I have had this discussion with her that both of us lucked out when she said yes.
She's been like a team player. She's been the other person. Like Jugal, me and Priyanka, what made this film happen. It wouldn't have been possible.